Four words I thought I'd never say. Stephen Jones is cooking. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Let me get this mic right. How y'all feeling? Look, man, did you hear the intro? Stephen Jones is cooking. Stephen Jones is cooking, man. It's crazy to me. Before I get into the video, man, let me tell you, thank you for everybody that's been showing support. Whole lot of new watchers lately, I can see. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button, share button, and subscribing to the channel, man. I got a goal. Man. CFT turning 40 in about a month. April 20th. I want to get to 18K before I turn 40. I know 40 sound wild old. You get old sometimes. But look, that's my goal. If you like the content, you new here, you old here. If you ain't subscribed, hit subscribe for me. I appreciate you. Stephen Jones, man. Stephen Jones. I'm gonna start calling him the chef. Chef Jones. You know what I'm saying? I know you should say give Jerry some credit. Hey man, Jerry in the kitchen too. They both. And you know why? If you want to look at this outside looking in, you say the Cowboys only signed one outside free agent. Why are you so excited? It was just a guard that can play tackle. And I'm like, y'all feel you. The Cowboys weren't one of the worst teams in the league. The Cowboys were in a unique position. We won 12 games. We lost our playoff game by 6. Is it 7? 7. You feel me? We're not super far off. We didn't have to make maximum changes. We needed to keep the team, as the most part, together. Let some of our young players grow more. And add a couple different pieces that were pivotal in changing the outlook of how that game probably looked. That was it. And the reason why we are so excited is because that's been done. Bringing back the core pieces are incredible. Let's talk about who left, though. Not celebrating it, just talking about who left. Zeke got released. That's the saddest part about this offseason so far. Zeke got released. Cowboys legend. I don't care what nobody says. Cowboys legend. Gave his team his all. Put his body on the line. I appreciate Zeke. You know, if he somehow gets back with the Cowboys in the right role, I won't be mad. But Zeke got released. Then we haven't necessarily signed Anthony Brown yet back. But he's probably not coming back. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get to why. If you don't already know, you know what I'm saying. Hankins is unsigned. Hilton is unsigned. Anthony Barr is unsigned. Jason Peters is unsigned. I'm clearly reading. Matt Overton, Carlos Watkins, Brett Maher. Fine. People that we lost completely that signed somewhere else. Connor McGovern. Luke Gifford. Noah Brown. Jake McQuaid. Dalton Schultz. Other teams. But we acquired 2 people with trades that changed this whole thing, but I'll get to them. And y'all know where I'm going with it. I'm just trying to read off the tweet from Todd Archer of just the transactions this offseason. Signed Donovan Wilson. Incredible signing. Didn't think we was getting him back. I know we got Jaron Kearse. I know we got Malik Hooker. That's incredible safeties right there. We got depth with Marquise Bell. We got Israel Mukwamu, or Izzy. You know what I'm saying? We straight at safety. So I thought they was going to let Donovan walk. But I'm glad they realized that that's our temperature setter right there. Donovan Wilson comes down, lays the smacketh down, and sets the tone physical for the game. Very hard-hitting safety. Not the biggest guy, but just a hard hitter. Reminds me of how Ryan Clark used to come down and just blow stuff up. Sometimes blow himself up. We get back LVE. Field general, has called the plays, get people in the right positions. Complete Cowboys veteran at this point. Has knowledge of the game, knows where to be. You know what I'm saying? Plays a lot better with a D tackle in front of him, but we'll get to that. A good D tackle, rather, not just a player. CJ Goodwin, Cowboys foundational player, special teams, ace. Glad he's back because, you know, He's so good for your special teams. You need him. He's almost like a coach on the field. You start to get to who we added. The outside free agent, Chuma Edoga, guard. Now, that could be our McGovern fallback if we don't get someone great in the draft. But that's great. We finally got some more depth. We got an outside person to come in. Apparently, we was looking at him last year or something like that. But as a free agent, we bring him in. I trust Will McClay and our scouts to pick out good linemen. I'm not the lineman scout. I can't tell you too many things about him except for the fact that he has versatility, guard, and tackle. I like that. We bring in Ronald Jones today. And that's when I was like, okay, you starting to cook. Ronald Jones definitely is a good fallback insurance policy if we don't get no one in the draft. You got Tony Pollard as our lead back. Ronald Jones can be our physical, hard yardage back. And he has a little bit more burst than Zeke has at this point in his career. He had a 98-yard run 2 or 3 years ago. Zeke has never had a 98-yard run. Just knowing that he has hit that gear means that he has a little bit of juice, maybe more left in his legs than Zeke has. That's it. No disrespect. Just talking about the additions. I don't know if he's as good in pass pro and things like that, but that's a lot yet to be seen. Then he brings back Dante Fowler. And I'm like, okay, Steven. Now you whipping. You know what I'm saying? Because they talked about Dante Fowler early in free agency before we got anything else done. They said they're probably going to bring back Dante Fowler. I thought they had moved on from that, but they bring him back. That's a Dan Quinn disciple. 6 sacks last year. Like 5 or 6 tackles for loss or something like that. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But incredible player, man. Forced fumbles. Like, Dante Fowler had a great year. This isn't a rotational. To be a rotational player and get 6 sacks, that's pretty dope. Might get some more actual run this year, depending on how we do the rotation, but he clearly is a great player that thrives in rotation. I would even like to see him in more pass rushing downs. We'll get to that. So I'm really happy. Y'all know, if you new here, you don't know, but if you've been here, you know I like Dante Fowler. Big fan of Fowler. And we'll talk about our pass rush in the days coming. But let's talk about the 2 big acquisitions, not done via free agency, but done during free agency. So they feel like free agents because we let go comp picks and like 5th and 6th rounders for these players. We talked about it all. That's what we've been talking about. Stephon Gilmore. We got him for a 5th. Come on, dog. A 5th? Stephon Gilmore is still one of the top corners in this league. You can say, well, you're not a top 5 corner if you want to be a hater. But if you look at the statistical, look at the stats and put his statistical measurements versus any other corner. Gilmore is up there in the league still. Great in man coverage. He's not like a one-trick pony. And he has been doing that with a bad team around him. With this many good defenders around him, he's going to definitely elevate this defense, and they're going to help his game look better. You know what I'm saying? Then you bring in Brandon Cooks for a 5th and a 6th. Come on now. Now, I know everybody's saying Brandon Cooks ain't this, Brandon Cooks ain't that, Brandon Cooks is old. Why does Brandon Cooks get let go by multiple teams? It's a whole bunch of negativity around Brandon Cooks. The biggest thing is that Brandon Cooks came out there and said, y'all want me. That's big to me. That does do something to a player. A lot of teams move off of you for whatever reason, but the Cowboys have brought you in basically letting you know we need you. You're an important piece. Things like that change the way a player approaches just practicing, prepping, going forward into the game. We're going to get the most motivated Brandon Cooks of his career. The most motivated version. Because we traded for him and we want him to come in and we feel like he will change this offense and make it dope. There's players on this offense that got off without anybody else. CeeDee Lamb got busy last year. All pro busy. You know what I'm saying? But Brandon Cooks is going to change the way this offense looks, period. With the other additions that we end up adding. But I just wanted to come in and talk about the fact that Stephen Jones is cooking. Just listen to that. Now, we're not done. We've already been linked to Hankins. Basically just saying that's the next priority. I knew last night, if you was paying attention last night when they redid Brandon Cooks' deal to free up some more money. And usually that's just freeing up money. We ain't do nothing with it. And we go crazy and we hate on Stephen Jones. And I'll be the first one to say it right now. Stephen Jones, as of right now, I apologize. I do. As frustrated as I get with you, and I probably will get frustrated with you in the future. Don't trip. But right now, you've done a phenomenal job this offseason. Phenomenal. Because what you've done is get value and not even mess up our draft picks or our finances going forward. Look, job well done. John, well done. If you got this far into the video, put some clapping emojis in there for Stephen Jones for what he's done because he's been cooking. Or put a chef's hat or a chef spoon. You know what I'm saying? Chef Jones is in the building. But if we get Hankins, I'm already gonna shut up probably. We get Hankins though, and another like veteran linebacker. Now I know I want Bobby Wagner too. It's B-Wags. But I'll take a Deion Jones. I'll take a Miles Jack. I will take another linebacker to fill out this roster and a DT. And then let's go into this draft full head of steam. But look, let me know how y'all feel in the comments about Chef Jones and what they've been doing in free agency so far, man. Just what's y'all draft grade? Is it an A? B? Right now I got the Cowboys at not draft grade. I'm sorry, draft grade. What's y'all free agency grade? Right now I got the Cowboys at an A for free agency. Just this whole period, what they've done, the moves they've made, the draft capital they've saved, everything on point. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I holla.